Is this thing on? Can you hear me? Tonight's dinner is brought to you by Chunky fucking Reese's Pieces, bitches. Take a picture of that. Stick it in your algorithm, son of a bitch. You take that. No, we'll say nothing. Send it to the Morgan girl. Where's she at? Send it to her. With love. Why? Because she's a robot. She's not a robot. I don't know if she's a robot or not. Way too hot of a blonde chick. Maybe hot blondes don't know how to use English correctly. So do robots. They say their words mixed up when they text you. Some of y'all are robots, okay? I'm not going to need to prove it to myself. Come on, they've been doing this for years. And my dumbass has been playing along. I actually met a lady. Turn to the bird and tell us this. I met a lady whose job is to make these apps in a way that challenges the humans on dating sites. That was her job. She came over. She dressed as a princess. She made a picnic basket. We would have made out in the woods, but we got some bad pomegranate juice. That was her. That was on her end. It was fermented. It was bad. She had it for a while. She didn't know it was bad, and it spoiled the whole mood. Okay, we'd have banged in the woods. Likely. She didn't come as no princess not to. I'm just saying. She was a lesbian lady, had some daughters, very attractive women. Oh, mostly grown up. This was years ago. And do you know that they continue to send me messages every year and ask me if I would renew? They were testing. They were doing the heuristic modeling based on some of the interactions with myself. Who knew I was talking to fucking robots? Do you understand? Fucking robot. So a girl on one of these apps, because it asked me to add friends, and add ladies, because all I want to talk to is the ladies. I don't want to talk to the dudes. I'm not some homo, but I will. I mean, if there's one dude with hearts in his eyes and he's a black dude even, I'll still talk to him and be nice. What, am I going to be mean and an asshole? No. No way. Glitched it out. Not such a fluid transformation this time, buddy. Well, I glitched it out. It just paused. None of the feathers, none of that shit, none of the bells and whistles, but we got the bird head. I'm going to use it. So one of the really pretty ladies that comes over, a little bit older, oh, the chunky chocolate is so cold that if you find your tooth and it meat, it's got to be easy. So frozen cold. Oh, but man, is it good. This is not a suitable dinner for an adult. I am not a suitable adulting. I'm not good at it. Fair to me, then. That's not how you say it. I just wanted a couple bites. I'm not going to eat this for dinner. I've already had enough dinner. A sandwich through the day makes the hunger go away. Isn't that what we always said? I never said that ever. I'm so incredibly thirsty. And I can't shake it off. I'm still thirsty. I'm thirsty like I'm dehydrating every second I take a breath. So This one lady I talked to is in the hospital. I don't know why she's in the hospital. She's on oxygen. I'm like, are you okay? What's going on? Are you still in the hospital? Are you at home with oxygen? What's going on? Why are you on oxygen all of a sudden? You came over and got smoke. What the fuck are you doing smoking? And what's going on here? It's like a fucking... It caused some sort of mental schism in my mind. But I started talking to her because I kind of was crushing on her. She was a little bit older, but she was kind of sexy looking. You know, and I like women. I like sexy looking ones a little more than like the not sexy ones. So what? And most of the time, when I'm a gentleman, I find lovely features with every woman that I meet. So I'm just in general bedazzled by fucking women. I think they're fucking amazing. I wouldn't want to be one, but not for the reasons that you would fucking think if you're just going to come up with them. So there. It's a form of respect a man can have for a woman. Within the proper context, I've gone ape shit girl crazy a few times in my life. Sometimes over natural reasons. Hormones could cause, I'm sure, teenage fits of lust that are hard to shake. And then what? You took your experiments above and beyond, just to see. Personally, I have a personal interest in some of these experiments. Well, severe pneumonia, and at the end of the text, that 3 letters. 3 letters used to be a death sentence. You can't fuck around with nobody like that. They're not available to you. If they get available to you and you don't know, you're going to have those 3 letters too. This used to be most of the conditions of disease and what's around the worry about that you had to contend with. Since science got involved, and you know, science, it's probably given them so many different things they can take now. I don't know if you can fuck around with somebody that has that and be okay. I think that I still am in some belief that you're going to get it. You don't want it. So like pregnancy, you have to be abstinent or very carefully interact with your interacting. And if you know anything that I can tell you, you do know acting careful or safe sex. It's sort of a oxymoronic concept. Sure, there's rubbers. Everybody can put their rubber on, put it in their pocket and go out to the fucking bar, try to get them some kills in. Everything's fine, right? Right? Is that what you think? Well, I'm here to tell you maybe not. If you're going to look at it, I'm going to look at it. This is the way things go. If you follow the attention or the over attention or, God, pray tell, where are you going to go with this? If you follow to the conclusion, the cause for such things, arousals, the point of arousal, this mechanism creates life. Okay? Were you trying to create your young man's son that you just messaged? When I texted him good night and he said good night, I told him I would be going to bed. I would be eating this ice cream to go to sleep. And he laughed and he said good night. Lulled. Okay? It's like laugh. He lulled me. Now remember, I haven't seen him yet or spoken to him. So I told him, jokingly, "What's your son look like? I don't know. What's his voice sound like? I don't know. I live in his pocket in his phone." And it's true. To some degree, I'm living in his phone. And it's periodically in his pocket when he journeys from one area to the next. What have you? Where do you put your phone? Some people wear it on their shirt with some sort of magnet. You do that? Huh? Do you do that? Don't do that. It doesn't look becoming of a person not wearing technology on them. You want the phone stuck to your face? Huh? You want the phone stuck to your face? Think about it. People are looking at you like you're crazy. You look at it. Oh, I'm crazy? I'm the fucking bird. Not crazy. It's my job to peck at you. Peck, 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 peck. I peck you with my beak because I love you. Not for any other reason. Maybe I've got a worm I need to slide down your mouth. Because you're a little baby. Huh? What do you think about that? What if I got a worm to slide down your mouth? I just... To my babies, it would be nice. But I am not a ladybird. I'm a man bird. Ah! I told him, I was like, whenever you're going around and you're talking to people, messaging or using the words out of your mouth, I said, try to be as sweet as you possibly can. Not unnatural, not fucking manipulative. Just be as sweet as fucking possible. I was like, and then I told him, I found out a friend of mine is in the hospital and they have this 3-letter word. And that they want to live. Now, I said to them, I'm like, oh, then you may want to die. You might not want to tell no one that. With enough handles on that message, I also said enough to get the message back. And I got the message back. I was like, yeah, well, then I will adjust my prayers for you. How I ask for the help. Because I was thinking about the person and I was wondering how they were on oxygen, what was really going on in my mind. I thought about them and then they messaged me. I wasn't going to message them today. Because last time I got near the either the border of what is acceptably exploratory and where I don't push it any further. So I took a day off and this person messaged me. And in that message, I found out. But I told them, as I shall share with you now, a lot of people ask you or request or they express high vibes. I'm sending you high vibrations. Well, you know what the fuck is a high vibration? It's a fucking fireball you throw at me and then I'm hurt. High vibrations don't indicate just happy, fluffy thoughts. They don't indicate some sort of medical fucking use of your message and that's going to make me better because you got high vibrations. You know, you ain't modified that enough yet. It's not giftable. You're trying to gift some shit and they transform it into some shit. The system lords can turn that into a fireball and hit my ass. Stop with the high vibes and no, I want some good intent. Fuck some high vibes. High vibes have been fireballing me for years. Sick of it. I want some good intent. Like the good intent I got from my friend 27. Who good intent joke around with me, albeit serious as a heart attack, about some blowjob. She gonna come back and blowjob. Give me a blowjob. For what? I'll take one. I'll take it. Now, of course, I watch the jokes and the funny shit women say when they say it and they're being funny about shit and they think you're not looking or you're not listening, but you always are listening. And so I'd like to think that I know which of the women are hoes. And don't get me wrong. Hoes, I love you, hoes. You're nasty. One real hoes are just nasty. You don't want none of that. You really don't. All you got to do is see it happening. To know you don't want nothing to do with it. A guy don't want nothing to do with a woman that gets off of him and climbs onto the next guy. He probably wouldn't have received the woman like that or met her or whatever. But what I'm telling you is correct. Men don't like closeness with other men. It's not attractive. It detracts a man. Why? Well, with your rugged circle jerk guys, the guys that all jerked off in a circle when they were young and weren't at church or doing whatever the fuck they should have been doing because the devil had them. Where I grew up, I listened to their stories. These guys were jerking each other off. And I said, nothing. I listened. And I was like, what? And sucking each other off? That's what they said. Apparently they were bored that day. I went into the woods. I did stuff that was normal for kids to do. I thought I played outside a little too long sometimes, but when the streetlights came on, I was supposed to come home, and that was the rules. You know, these kids, they got a whole nother thing going on. None of them became transgenders. Most of them just had a phase and they got out of it. You know, like the Depeche Mode, the emo kid, the weirdo with the eyeliner shit. That was their phase they went through. And yes, they were playing with other guys' peckers when they were. Just for fun, just to see what would happen. You know, I never wanted to find that out. I don't want to find out. I don't want to play with it. I don't want to touch another man's wiener. No, thank you. And no, I don't want you touching me with it. Get that thing the fuck away from me. It's disgusting. For a man's natural disgust, it has a role in his life. And mostly it's anti-fucking septic. It keeps the bacterias and boogeymen out your life. All right. No way. Oh, shit. It's hot. It's fucking hot out there. You want me to bring ice cream back out? You have some.
Whoa.
Here, let me pull you a chair. Hold on, I'm making a video about shit. Just found out. No, I just found out somebody that's in the hospital has the 3-letter word that used to mean death if you had it. So it was like one of those things that I was wondering about.
Right?
I'm trying not to say it because I'm in fucking video. I'm trying to. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Video concluded. Love you, children.
Sorry.
Guys, don't play with other guys' peckers unless you just want to do that. That was a story about weirdo kids that I went to school with. They were jerking each other